Today we are going to discuss a very important issue and also a very sensitive issue involving the role of IPS and IAS officers during protests and demonstrations, especially when they take a political route. Now, this afternoon, when Jaspreet Singh, a young 2016 batch IPS officer, entered into an eyeball to eyeball confrontation, a heated argument with a set of BJP women karyakartas, he lost his cool. He took offense to the fact that he was being thrown slurs and barbs like Khalistanis. That is what he alleged.
I will take action on this. Yes, क्योंकि मैंने टर्बन पहना है तो आप लोग ये बोल रहे हैं अगर मैंने टर्बन ना पहना तो आप मुझे बोलते खालिस्तानी मैंने पुलिस बोला पुलिस को बोलिए आप मेरे रिलीजन पे नहीं बोल सकते आपके रिलीजन पे नहीं बोल रहा मैं आप मेरे रिलीजन पे नहीं बोल सकते क्यों बोला खालिस्तानी उन्होंने बोला अभी वीडियो में नहीं आपके रिलीजन पे कुछ बोला किसी ने मेरे रिलीजन पे क्यों बोला आप पुलिस का नहीं दोस्ता है आप चाटुकारी तक करते हैं तोशामोदी करते हैं पुलिस चाटुकारी तक करता है Nobody is making any comments on religion only you are making मैंने पगड़ी पहना है तो आप मुझे खालिस्तानी बोलेंगे क्योंकि मैंने पगड़ी पहना है ये आप लोग की हिम्मत है अगर कोई पुलिस वाला पगड़ी पहना है तो वो खालिस्तानी है ये आप लोग की होगा ये आप लोग बोल रहे हैं ये आपका लेवल है ये आप लोग का लेवल है एक पुलिस ऑफिसर जिसने पगड़ी पहना है उसको आप खालिस्तानी बोल रहे हैं क्योंकि वो अपनी ड्यूटी कर रहा है सर क्या हुआ सर they are making comments they are saying me खालिस्तानी क्यों मैंने टर्बन पहना इसलिए
And let me tell you that when he said this, the BJP karyakartas, the BJP women karyakartas accused him of being chatukar. They repeatedly used the word chatukar for him. Now, his remarks were that just because I am a Sikh, can I be labeled a Khalistani? Doesn't mean that I am a Khalistani. This confrontation has led to a massive uproar in this country, from the streets of India to the social media. There are widespread opinions on when and why IPS and IAS officers must also come under scanner and must not be thrown these barbs or slurs at. Now, he was deputed, Jaspreet was deputed to prevent the BJP's senior leader Suvendu Adhikari from visiting the restive Sandeshkhali area, where there are already tensions between BJP and TMC over the involvement of a TMC leader following the charges made by women. This issue further escalated. However, my concern right now is not this particular issue, whether or not Sandeshkhali at the moment deserves that much scrutiny or not. Of course, it deserves, for a fact that women have accused a TMC leader of playing a role involving where their modesty was outraged, where they were forced to open their clothes and forced to even have sex. However, the issue at the heart is that IPS associations and IAS associations in this country have also not taken very kindly in the past when there have been slurs, personal slurs made on the civil servants, whether they are from the IPS community or the IAS community. Let me rewind the clock for you and tell you that in 2023, the Telangana IPS Association condemned similar irresponsible and derogatory remarks made by a BJP MLA, Raghunandan Rao, against the then DGP Anjani Kumar, when he called him Bihari Gunda. They said, IPS Association said that you can't describe an IPS officer with slurs and abusive and choicest languages like describing him as a Bihari Gunda. That sort of puts a question mark on the conduct of an IPS officer who, after all, clears the UPSC exam to serve the civil society. In 2019, coming to another second case, after this, I must tell you that IPS Association had condemned another remark by another BJP leader and then MP Sadhvi Pragya, who then used also a very humiliating language for a slain cop, Hemant Karkare, who was then deputed in 2611 attacks. When Sadhi Pragya said that he died due to a curse from her because he tortured her when she was inside a jail, this comment had also stoked a controversy. One of the reasons was that Hemant Karkare died of bullets while he was fighting for the nation. The IPS Association said that you cannot discount the martyrdom of a cop. These remarks have not been very few and far between. It is often said that the All India service officers and also the regular officers who are either deployed in center or state, they are governed by certain rules. Specifically, IPS and IAS officers are governed by the All India service rules. Let me tell you that their cadre allocation, their deputation, the postings are all governed by the DOPT. Till the time that Sikh center postings, they cannot move out of the state. In fact, such statements by politicians, many say in this country, and I also believe, can have an undesirable effect on the outcome of these officers. They must be avoided. So, Jaspreet may be right to a very large extent that such comments do disturb the demeanor, the functioning of the officers. But what I also need to discuss is that the All India Service Rules, the rule number 5 under the All India Service Conduct Rules 1968, also say that no member of the service or otherwise ever be associated with any political party or shall take part or subscribe in aid of assist in any manner any politician or any political party for any activities. Now, if any question arises out of the movement or activity that falls within the scope of this rule, this question or this part of the conduct by the office IPS or IAS officer will be totally governed by the government of India and not the state. Their conduct rules are governed by the government of India, and it's the DOPT which may take the final call on this. However, I must also tell you that this brings us to another crucial aspect of the debate, which is that this is not the first showdown between any government and center. West Bengal has had a similar confrontation in 2020 and even 21 when its officer, chief secretary, a senior IAS officer, Alapman Bandyopadhyay, was asked to report to Delhi by the DOPT in May 2021, hours after Bandyopadhyay retired from his post. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee appointed him as her chief advisor. However, the DOPT directed Bandyopadhyay to report for central deputation just 2 days before his retirement, leading to a confrontation between center and state. And it was done because Mamata Banerjee also had shown disregard for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So, center and state, if ruled by different parties, may also lead to the question mark on the conduct of the cops. However, at this stage, I must also tell you that such incidents are not just restricted to BJP or TMC alone. In 2023, just before Telangana polls, the Congress also demanded that the Election Commission should remove bureaucrats like Arvind Kumar and Jayesh Ranjan and even Somesh Kumar, the chief advisor to the then Chief Minister Chandrasekhar Rao, saying that all these bureaucrats were serving as the private army to the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti BRS party. Now, even if I look at some stray incidents which have happened, which have led to a confrontation between a bureaucrat, of course, the names of Ashok Khemka, people like him also come into picture as well. But Punjab and Haryana and UP have been few states over the last 10 to 15 years which have also dominated into such strange confrontations where there have been either punishment postings, punishment transfers, or even suspensions related to certain officers. For example, in 2020, the then Chief Secretary of Punjab, Avatar Singh, he was Karan Avatar Singh, he was removed unceremoniously after he refused to attend to a meeting by Captain Amrinder Singh's cabinet ministers. That time, the ruling party was Congress, and he was divested of his charge of even financial commissioner as taxation. So the matter of fact today and our debate is who is to blame when Jaspreet Singh was only asking that he should not be called Khalistani because he is wearing a turban. Should IPS officers lose their cool? That is also another question. Should they not lose their cool after they are given these choices, slurs and barbs by the politicians? Where does the buck stop? To answer this debate and the questions raised in this debate, please offer your comments so that the comments reach the right part of the civil society and also the senior members who are part of either the UPSC or the DOPT. Thank you so much for joining us.
For such fine news breaks and video features from ground on your mobile phones, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The New Indian, by clicking on the bell icon. Also, follow us on the social media handles on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Co.